And as we've been hearing that South Africa has a lot of energy that we need, and most of it is generated from fossil fuels like your coal, which on the other hand is also environmentally destructive. Our next guest came up with a clean energy solution that's called the Vehicle Energy Harvesting System, which is a VEHS. It works by transferring high volumes of road traffic energy into electricity. And the man responsible for this, Clement Mokoenene, is here with us to tell us more about this innovation. Good morning to you, Clement. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you. Good morning, Palace.
Thank you indeed. Just simplify this for us in simple terms for some of us who are not within this engineering sector.
The vehicles, as they travel on the road, they transfer massive quantities of pressure onto the road. And to generate electricity, all you need is pressure. Okay. So we invented a system that we can overlay on top of an existing road, and we then harvest the pressure, put it on the side of the road, where it then drives a turbine and generates electricity. That's
all right.
In a nutshell what this
But this idea, Njayona, Italy, after seeing one of the largest planes in the world, the A390, land on a runaway, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to put on the screen now some graphics, the visuals of this idea. And I want you to look there on the screen and actually explain to us as to how these things work. Let's just get that graphic there. Well, there you have it. If you can just talk over that.
The vehicle, as it's traveling there, it's exerting a lot of pressure onto the road. And we install the overlay, and as the vehicles approach this section that has the overlay, they transfer that pressure. Then that pressure is then used to drive our traffic turbine, as it's illustrated there. It starts to go back and forth, and then as it goes back and forth, it drives a central shaft. And that central shaft then drives a generator, and that generator then generates electricity. At this point, it's beginning to look more like a wind turbine, but it's being powered by the traffic pressure as it comes in. And it is very similar to how a car engine works. So we took a lot of inspiration from the car engine.
And if my memory serves me well, in some European countries, they've actually come up with a similar idea, but they're using your ceramic plates. Is it different or is it the same?
It is very different because the system that they use in Europe is called piezoelectric. It works on a molecular level. Okay. So the electricity that's generated, it's very small. Whereas over here, because we're operating like a car engine effectively with those huge pressure spikes. I mean, like imagine a truck that's driving on the road, the pressure that it puts on that road. That's what we're harvesting and we're feeding into the system. So we produce much, much more than the piezoelectric. Sure,
that's very interesting. So how likely is South Africa to adopt this technology? Is it an expensive technology, cost-effective?
It's a very cost-effective technology because if you look at it, and if you compare it to coal, we don't import any raw materials. We don't produce any waste because the hydraulic fluid that we use is contained within the system. So everything is in there. And as the vehicles are driving, as they normally do, we have very minimal operating costs on the system. We believe that it will be very, very cheap in the long run.
There's a competition that you're taking a part in. Talk to us about that quickly and how our viewers can go about voting for you guys.
Yes. We won the South African VEHS Venture competition, and now we're representing South Africa in Amsterdam next month. We're competing against 26 other countries. We would appreciate if South Africa can go onto the VEHS Venture website and vote for the VEHS to help us win a share of $1 million that has been generously donated by VEHS with no strings attached, really.
Mamelang, all the best. Bring it home. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much indeed to Clement Mokoenene, who has come up with the Vehicle Energy Harvesting System, VEHS, as we demonstrated that it works by transferring high volumes of road traffic energy into electricity. Very cost effective. Let's take a final light break here on Morning Live. When we come back, we'll say a goodbye.